Hey, good morning. This is Stephen Fluke with Zillow Home Loans, and this is the Mortgage Minute. This week, we wanted to go over bank-owned properties. We get the question, can we assist buyers with those properties? And the answer is absolutely. The few caveats, though, is if it's being auctioned off, then the bank wants cash. So we're not going to be able to help because if your buyer's working with me, it means they don't have the cash just to buy a house outright. So that would be one instance where I would not be a part of that transaction. The buyer would need cash. The other pieces are that we need to be mindful of is the property is being sold as is. So that means that no repairs, nothing like that. The bank has already lost enough money on the deal and they're not willing to throw any more money on top of that in most instances. We had a case this past week where there was a lien on the property, and we found that out almost at the closing table. Title let us know about the day before closing, and the bank refused to pay the lien on the property, and they didn't have any real details on the lien. We knew it was HVAC, but we didn't know, was there a payment plan? What is this lien? It was $12,000, and the bank knew nothing about it and was not going, because they didn't have the property when the lien was filed. And our buyer didn't want to just have a property with an instant lien on it, so he backed out of that deal basically at closing. So you can run into instances like that. The previous owners knew that they were going to be foreclosed on in most instances, so they weren't necessarily gentle with the property. So there can be damage on the interior that, again, the bank is not going to do anything with. So it falls on our buyer. So it is buyer beware. It needs to pass an appraisal, so no huge humongous damage to the property. But aside from that, if it was in relatively good condition, if somebody just moved away and quit making payments, and the property's aged a little bit, then absolutely. But at any rate, if you do have any questions on that, please let me know, and I will be here all weekend. So we'll talk soon, and have a great weekend.